Blessings, everyone. Okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to answer a few questions there that to just kind of calm things down before if it goes. I don't want it to go any further than it is really. Number one, there's no religion on my channel, and I'm not religious, and that is something that you can look at yourself. And I've been saying this from the time I've started my channel, so it's all there for the information. Two, I don't believe that I'm, being deceived in the way I'm perceiving to see Daniel's vision and how it's lining up with Donald Trump. I'm not into politics, never was into politics, especially the United States. Why would I do that? So yeah, I'm Canadian. I would look into my own and find out what's going on in my own backyard. So again, I'm not into politics, never was, until I was drawn and moved to Daniel's vision. And as I was reading, it was so strong and very powerful with me that this was Donald Trump. This is Donald Trump. Listen, what's going on here? Meditating, praying, what's going on, And the more I started to hear what was happening, then the truth really was starting to show through. So it's not like when I speak of Donald Trump, I'm not saying to be looking at Donald Trump and what he is doing and how he's doing it. It's how God is doing it, and it's how God is working through his anointed, through who he chose before time, what was going to happen here. So who are we to pray against God's anointed while he's working? Okay, we know God, we know Abba, we know him. Okay, so we know how he works through sinners, right? I mean, he works through us every day. Okay, there's no difference. So here we have Donald Trump, who is of his own will. And how many times were we working within our own will, but yet still being blessed and still being able to give what our purpose was to do and to move on? No different than what is happening and how he is working through Donald Trump. So whatever it's going to take for Donald Trump to do what Donald Trump has to do, then he's going to do it. And he's going to do it in his will, but he will be moved by God. The power and the might that you see through Donald Trump is not of Donald Trump. It is not of his own power and might and strength that he is walking this walk and up against the Antichrist spirit. Only God can hold back that power and that might, that Antichrist spirit. Only God can do this and protect his own, as I've said from the beginning. God protects his own, and he holds that evil back to allow his servant, his anointed, his chosen, to do what they need to do, what he had given them to do. That's what you're looking at. That's what you're supposed to be looking at. You're not looking at the man and the words coming from that man and what he has and has not done. Because if you're looking at that and you're weighing things out because of that and what he is doing, Donald Trump, and not seeing God in this, then you don't see the truth. For the children not yet being born, neither having done good or evil, that the purpose of God according to the election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. This is what I'm trying to get out there. And it's about God and how he is moving Donald Trump. And the joy in that is the security of knowing that he is in charge, and it is God that is putting everything before us. And he shall speak against the words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And these shall be given into his hand until a time, and the dividing of time. And through his policies also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hands. Now, whether this is God's hands, I don't know. Because here, again, we have, the craft that's going to prosper in his hands. That's the religion. That's how it's going to prosper, because he's Protestant and he's religious, and, he's into the religion, and all religion is the same and equal. Well, this is where it's all going to prosper. And we all see that, how he is boasted in, man-made, man-made billionaire. Like he's just, he did this, And so here, his heart is, he's magnifying himself, of course. He's building the wall, everything's in the piece. But you can even see here when the Prince of Princes was, when he's walking in this building here, this is when I say that this is the Antichrist spirit. This is the Prince of Princes. This is the goat. This is, the one horn, right there. Yea, he magnified himself even to the prince of the host, and by him the daily sacrifice was taken away, and the place of his sanctuary was cast down. Jesus is removed. The truth is removed. It's cast down. And then, again, polluting the sanctuary of strength, which he perceives, and how he, how he walks. He walks like a mighty king. He really does. I'm yeah. Now, something happens in this video that I made, and it's a sound. Now, what's happened is I'm reading, and you hear like a wind of some sort, and it's during the time I'm reading. And this was the same sound of my first memory when I jumped into the baby carriage, and I was safe in the baby carriage, like when death just brushes by me. It's like that sound. It's like the wind, right? Well, this is what you're going to hear in this video, and I'll just let you hear it, and then you can go over it later. I'll just go over it a few times. Okay, so he knows he's only there because it's the truth that is being brought forward. This is all in the name of truth. Yea, he magnified himself even to the prince of the host, and by him the daily sacrifice was taken away, and the place of his sanctuary was cast down. The place of his sanctuary. Well, let's just see about that word. The sanctuary. Sorry for the noise here. And a host was given him against the daily sacrifice by reason of transgression. and it cast down the truth to the ground, and it practiced, and it prospered. There it was, right there. So when I say practice and prospered, that's where you hear that. Okay, that's exactly what it sounded like. That's my first memory. That right there was my first memory. That's what I heard. You know, so when I heard that, first thing that comes to me is death. Of transgression, and it cast down the truth to the ground, and it practiced, and it prospered. There you go. Okay. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Set the trumpet to thy mouth. It shall come as an eagle against the house of the Lord, because they have transgressed my covenant and trespassed against my law. Israel shall cry unto me, my God, we know thee. Israel has cast off the thing that is good. The enemy shall pursue them. They have set up kings, but not by me. They have made princes, and I knew it not. Of their silver and their gold have they made their idols, that they may be cut off. Okay, well, it's too far into the video right now, so I won't be able to continue what I wanted to say, so I'll just do another video on that. So that, I hope, is an answer to one, again, there's no religion, and two, I truly do believe that President Trump, sorry, is truly, I believe, is anointed. I never thought I'd be saying that. I really didn't. But I do believe that he is, and I am not going to pray against God's anointed, like I said, while he's working. So my prayer for him is that the evil is to be held back and to lift him so that he may accomplish what it needs to be done for God's purpose. So that's my prayer, is to hold the evil back and lift him in the courage and the might that he needs to confront this Antichrist, this prince of princes that he's up against, as it has been said here. Then I said to you, dread not, neither be afraid of them. The Lord your God, which goeth before you, he shall fight for you according to all that he did for you in Egypt before your eyes. The truth draws us closer to God. Hold on to the truth. Hold on to him. He is the truth and the way. He's your strength. God bless you all. No fear. Be love and give hope.